Welcome to part 2 of the Coil extravaganza. You're either really enjoying yourself up to this point, which I'm glad I'm doing something right, or you skip part 1, which makes me a sad panda, but I get it. I talked a lot. If you want to hear music, this is the part to be in. So like I said in part 1, we're going to use this beautiful prototype of Vanguard Audio's new V24. It's a clone of the vintage AKG C24, and I'll have other videos on this, but Derek's made a bunch of improvements in this mic to make it better, and it was an engineering feat, to say the very least, but I'll have other videos on that. This was the perfect mic to use for this test because we didn't want splitters involved in doing the direct comparison between the two Coil preamps. Splitters can change the impedance. A lot of the sound that makes these preamps sound so damn good is just the load and how they interact with the microphone. So, because this has a rotating top capsule, we're going to have both the capsules facing forward. We're going to send one to each preamp. And we're going to use this on every single source in the song, and we'll go from there. Let's just get right to it.
John, oh, he was a river hobo, lived and died by the river bend. Thinking back, I still remember that I was proud to be his friend. Mama said, don't go near that river, don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet death of dawn. Another morning, to a time so long ago, where those sweet magnolias blossom, cotton fields were white as snow. Mama said, don't go near that river, don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning, I'll always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet death of dawn. I'll be walking in his footsteps in the sweet death of dawn. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around old Catfish John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Catfish John, oh, he was a river hobo. He lived and died by the river bend. He never spoke. I still remember that I was proud to be his friend. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around old Catfish John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Take me back to another morning, to a time so long ago, where those sweet magnolias blossom and cotton fields were white as snow. Mama said, don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around old Catfish John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. I'll be walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. I'll be walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. I'll be walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn.
you watch any of my other videos, you know this is kind of the point in things where I have to start making some decisions. I want you to hear a direct comparison between everything tracked through the 286 versus everything tracked through the CA70. And I've done a full mix of the song, and again, decision-making time. I decided when I mixed it that I was going to use the 286 files instead of the CA70 files. I can't really tell you why I made that decision. For some reason, the 286 spoke to me a lot more than the 70 did for this song, so I just picked those files. What I've done is I've level matched everything as close as I can, and so when I did the mix of everything through the 286, after the mix was done, I level matched everything and applied all my plugins and settings and everything to the CA70 files as well. So it's going to be a full mix. It's mixed based off how the 286 sounded, but I think it's going to give you a good idea of the difference between the two preamps. So let's just listen to a straight kind of digital mix between the 286 and the CA70.
Mama said don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Born a slave in the town of Vicksburg.
Those were the straight up digital bounces right out of Pro Tools of the 286 and CA70 files. Now I kind of want to showcase how you can use these as a recording console to mix through and kind of get an idea of how things sound when you mix through each of these preamps at line level. If you skip part one, there is a lot of comparisons at the middle going to the end of the video where I processed a lot of line level signals through these, so definitely check that out if you missed part one. Again, I have to make some decisions here because there's just way too many combinations of things to showcase. So I chose for now just to take the mix using the 286 files and run those through all these different combinations. So we'll start by just having everything at neutral on these. That means negative feedback at the 12 o'clock position, nothing else. And we're going to go at line level at -19 to give us the most headroom, and we'll go between these two, again with the mix using the 286 files.
Mama said don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Born a slave in the town of Vicksburg.
Now let's push the preamps a little bit more. Change the input to -12 and get a lot more drive from them. Everything's still at neutral sonically.
Mama said don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning, I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Born a slave in the town of Vicksburg.
Now we're going to take the input of the preamps back down to -19, but we're going to turn the negative feedback down to brighten things up and add a lot more harmonic content.
Mama said don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in sweet Delta dawn. Born a slave in the town of Vicksburg.
Since I've only got one channel of each preamp and I'm having to process left and right one channel at a time, we're going to switch it up and we're going to do mid-sides or MS with these and feed mid to one and side to one and kind of switch it up and hear both of them like that.
Mama said don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in sweet Delta dawn. Born a slave in the town of Vicksburg.
Now we're going to listen to my favorite setting where I kind of turn the negative feedback down a little bit and split it 50-50 to add just enough color to where it added some weight but didn't darken things too much. I'm also just going to add an ever so slight boost in the high frequencies on the master bus overall because I felt it sounded finished at that point. So let's hear the 286 files going through the 286 and the 70 files mixed through the 70 for the full montage.
Mama said don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in sweet Delta dawn. Born a slave in the town of Vicksburg, traded for chestnut mare, never spoke a word in anger, though his load was hard to bear. Mama said don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in sweet Delta dawn. Catfish John, oh, he was a river hobo. He lived and died by the river bend. Thinking back, I still remember that I was proud to be his friend. Mama said don't go near that river. Don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning I'd sweet Delta dawn. Mama said don't go near that river, don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Take me back to another morning, to a time long ago, where those sweet magnolias blossom, cotton fields were white as snow. Mama said don't go near that river, don't be hanging around no catfish, John. Come the morning I'd always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. I'll be walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn.